Hey YouTube, this is the one and only Catcher Majesty, and please bear with me. I am feeling under the weather. My nose has been running ever since yesterday. Very snotty. It's getting to the point my throat is hurting. So that's why I said bear with me. You might see me probably running off to go grab tissue and wipe my nose or whatever the case may be. But since I don't really do much hairstyling videos on my YouTube channel, I just decided to show y'all how I start off with finally um braiding the mannequin's head and showing y'all way before I even finished the head. I actually started braiding Dwayne's hair yesterday and did a few braids today, just a few minutes ago, or should I say just a few seconds ago. I'm not Dwayne. I don't know why I keep calling this mannequin Dwayne. This is actually Cameron from Pivot Point. So as y'all see, I started braiding some of his hair, and he still has a lot more left. Um, I just feel like doing the little live broadcast, you want to call it, because, like I said, I don't really do much cosmetology videos, so I just started. I just thought about doing something new. The reason why I don't do like hairstyling videos is because at the end of the day, like you see a lot of people already on YouTube who have hairstyling channels where they style wigs, they style weave, or they style somebody here, or they play with mannequins, or braiding, or whatever. And as for me, I just do like a lot of wig reviews, cosmetology hair reviews, and I talk about celebrities. I talk about my life, and I already got way too much already on this channel. And I have to try my best to build my fans up, get a lot of subscribers, and pretty much start doing more things than sitting in one area, giving y'all just talking videos and reviews and stuff. Um, with Cam, which is probably like I don't know how many Afro texture mannequins I got. But with Cameron, the reason why I did not wash Cameron's hair, which I usually do with my Afro texture mannequins, is because as I was combing, he started shedding. Like you see little pieces of curls breaking off. Um, but he's not shedding to. He's not shedding to a point where it's just unbelievable. Like this is probably the most of his hair that's shedded. And that's probably near all his hair. That's probably another mannequin hair. Um, I'm about to say that maybe most of his hair. Um, but like I said, the reason why I did not wash Dwayne's hair is because why I keep calling him Dwayne. The reason I gotta get that name out of my head. The reason why I did not wash Cameron's hair is because I felt like that he would be like Dwayne, which I mentioned in his review and many other reviews where I've dyed Dwayne's hair and washed it, combed it, brushed it. And it got to a point where when I first started braiding Dwayne's hair, the hair looked just the way I wanted it to be. Like it looked just like it was fresh out of the box and I just started braiding. Then eventually the hair just started getting thinner and thinner and thinner. And as I'm brushing and combing and trying to style the hair, it just did not look like how Dwayne's hair looked when I got it fresh out the box, how full and thick it was. So I feared that with Cameron being another Afro textured, well, curly haired Afro textured mannequin, I feared that I didn't want his hair to end up thinning too much to the point where it's like I'm trying to style and have my fun with it, and it just don't look as right and it don't look as thick and full as it did fresh out the box. Um, I think I also straightened Dwayne's hair. I don't know if it was with a blow dryer or with a flattened iron, and that might be the case. I have no idea. But Cameron hair, like I said, I just went to braid and like I was combing that little bits and that's out. And I brushed his hair, as y'all can see, and I just went to start braiding. It got to the point where I didn't really need the brush or the comb no more. I just started parting with my fingers and braiding, which I'll probably continue doing, depending on if if I want to braid his natural hair or probably wait till I can get some Marley braid or some braiding hair to add to the hair, which I'm not sure about. Um, it's mainly because I just feel like I'll probably use Marley braid. I probably won't use braiding hair because I just feel like that the Marley braid, if I try my best to look kind of dreadish or whatever the case may be, if I use braiding hair, I don't want like he's too masculine for me to be using braiding hair. And I'll probably use some Marley braid or something just to add color because I don't want to dye Cameron's hair. Well, at least not at this point. Um, other than that, this like I said, this is my second time working with Pivot Point. It's not that I work with the company; they didn't give me anything for free to review for them. Um, I bought Lena, reviewed her, and that was that. I bought um I bought Cameron just recently and reviewed him, and that was it. And this is my second time coming on here showing y'all him a little bit. Um, the reason why I'm starting to try to work more with Afro texture mannequins is because at the end of the day, I want to practice braiding. I'm somewhat okay with curling and working with. I've been working with trying to work with straight hair for the longest. Excuse me, for the longest, whether it's synthetic or human hair or goat hair or just many different types of hair. So I was like, I just think I need to start working with kinky, a lot more kinky, a lot more curly, a lot more afro textured. And I feel like a lot of that afro texture hair, the way that they put the hair in, um, I feel like some of it is pretty easy to braid because if I use like a straight hair mannequin, I don't know, I just think my braids be pretty loose or whatever. But with the curly hair mannequins, they not like professional braids, but I think they're a little bit better. Um, anyway, so I'm thinking about braiding his whole hair. Um, I don't know if I'm going to try to do any braiding styles. Like I'm still like, although I'm braiding his hair now, I'm still undecided if I want to continue braiding his natural hair and just braid the whole head, or if I want to wait till I'm able to order it offline or go to a hair store or something and get like some Marley braid hair and see what I can do with that. Another thing is I want to continue helping myself 'cause since I haven't went to beauty school, to cosmetology school. I want to start helping myself, like with practicing on mannequin heads, and then eventually I'll feel comfortable with doing it on a natural person. Um, And the reason why I like practicing brain is because I have family members who've been all my life. My mom, cousin, sister, a whole bunch of females, and maybe some males, who been braiding, and I just had a big interest in it ever since I was younger, and it just got to the point where I tried practicing doing little mannequins I find around the house, or a family member or a friend of mine had a mannequin I practice, and then once I got my own money, I started buying my own. That's why y'all see a lot of cosmetology here, cosmetology mannequin heads on my channel, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all who watch my videos, although y'all don't always pop up my live, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all be wondering like, why you get so many cosmetology heads, and we don't never see you doing those styling videos. Like you would say, you gonna do a styling video. Like at the end of the day, y'all got the answer here. The reason why I don't do styling videos is because at the end of the day, I'll be doing a lot of practicing. I'm not a professional. I'll be doing a lot of practicing. That's number one. Number two is I'm not good at editing, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people do not want to sit here all day long, whether I'm doing a live broadcast as you see now or a regular video, wasting my braiding. It probably get boring. I can't use no music like a lot of people do because I'll be afraid of copywriting. Um, and I just feel like it's a whole bunch of other shit I have to do. Like one day get a backdrop, professional cameras, and a whole bunch of other shit to make my videos, or at least work with somebody who already know how to do the YouTube shit and let them help me with my videos. So my videos can look a lot better and look a lot more presentable and probably catch a lot more subscribers than what I'm doing. Cause it seems like what I'm doing is boring the fuck out of y'all. Y'all might say, "Oh, I like that wig," or "I like that Kazasagi head," or "I like your point of." I like. I don't know. Y'all might say it, but at the end of the day, I just feel like people just subscribe to my channel and don't really show as much support as I feel like I deserve, and I've been doing this for a long time. So that's why I take my breaks with doing videos, and then I come with whatever I want to come with, whether it's a wig or a cosmetology head or whatever the case may be. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot of topics people probably celebrity topics or topics on my life that people may want, and I just haven't been getting it because I just feel like I wasn't getting support. So yeah, but with Cameron. Like I said, I'm just still trying to figure out what I want to do to his head, and I still got a lot more mannequins that I want to keep bringing back on my channel. I probably try to do something with Gabriella. I still got Miss Maria and a whole bunch of others. Um, one mannequin that. So if I'm pretty sure y'all may see a lot of hair ginkgo mannequins. Well, a few, not a lot, but like y'all might have seen a couple hair ginkgo mannequins. I actually bought this one that had blonde hair. I still have her, but I just feel like that I don't know how it happened, and I don't know how to get the scar off. Not the scar, but like the mark off. But she has a mark on her cheek, and as y'all know, I said it plenty of times. I hate when my mannequins have marks and dents and discoloration issues and stuff like that. And sometimes it makes me neither care for the mannequin or even want to use it. I pretty much want my mannequins to feel like they mannequins, but I want to treat them like they real people. I don't want no marks, no nothing. Even if I'm hair dyeing and I might get a discoloration issue, I'll try my best to treat my mannequins like they're my children or something. And sometimes I might have my little issues. I might be trying to do short styles and I end up cutting the mannequin. I might have fucked up, and the next thing you know, you won't see a mannequin again, and then I'll wait a while to buy another one. So I have a few, and I'm going to try to. I promise. Like I don't know. Like I'm gonna try my best to take a break with buying me because I buy so damn much, and it's just like, oh, he got another one. Oh, he got another one. You doing another review? And after that review, we don't really see much of those mannequins no more. We just end up seeing you doing another one. Um, so I'm going. I don't know. Like I really don't feel comfortable with it because, like I said, with the editing and stuff. But I'm trying. Oh my! Like I said, y'all, excuse me. I am under the weather, and there's a lot of stuff going on. Hold on. Sick of this shit. This is a trash thing. Hurry, I'm back. I'm back. But yeah, I just feel like when it comes to my YouTube channel, I just want to do a lot more. And I don't know what's going on because I be doing my best and I just feel like people be like, "Oh, you don't do nothing." I feel like a lot of y'all who be making these negative comments, I feel like a lot of y'all. I'ma just put it like this: I feel like a lot of y'all don't support me. At the end of the day, it don't matter. I probably got like 100 and some subscribers. That's enough for a lot of y'all. I'm pretty sure people busy. They y'all got work. Y'all do this. Y'all do that. Y'all got lives off of YouTube. But I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all be on YouTube a lot, and a lot of y'all my subscribers, and a lot of y'all be telling me, "Oh, I fuck with you. I like your videos, la la la." And I don't see y'all as much as I used to. I remember a time on this channel when I had way less subscribers than like 100 and however many it is now. People was coming in my live, like even if they was talking shit, at least they was coming in my live. I had a lot of people just in my live, and I can have a whole conversation on this channel the whole time I'm live. And then it just seemed like it was probably a point where I didn't have a phone in a long time or had a laptop in a long time, and people just stopped coming. Then when I finally got another phone or a laptop, I gotta beg and beg and beg to finally get a few people to talk. And then I started doing the Cash App thing, and people was like, "Oh, you always begging, you don't do shit." And people just love to talk shit, and it really hurt my fucking feelings because I don't go on everybody else's YouTube channel talking shit or making them feel like shit, but people just love to talk about me. Um, and then they like to talk about you disrespect your supporters and your subscribers. At the end of the day, if I disrespect you, clearly is because I feel like you wasn't a supporter, you wasn't a real subscriber. You were just somebody who flip flopped on me. You ain't give the fuck you. 1 minute you cool, then when you don't give what the fuck you want, I get disrespected. Y'all gonna get just a natural video. If y'all see me blow my nose or whatever, like I said, I don't feel well, so y'all just gonna get what y'all get. Um, yeah, I just get a lot of people. They just love to get under my skin, and then they think that it's funny, and it's not. Um, I had this one guy. He had made plenty of accounts. It got to the point where it's like, whether it was me or my sister account or my account, he just starts talking to me. He's making plenty accounts. Every time I try to block his ass, he'd make another fucking account. And he started calling me boy juice and shit. And then I started doing it. Then after a while, I started doing the Cash App thing. This motherfucker, one of my Cash App would just be send me $1. Anybody else who send me something would send me like 10s, 20s, whatever the case may be. This motherfucker would just send $1 and put $1 for shut the fuck up or some shit like that. And I'd just be sitting there like, I'd just be sitting there like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Um, I don't know. But even those who come I was trying to do a mannequin review because it was like this mannequin I really wanted to do a review for. And I started asking people to catch me at me, and when they finally catch at me, so I could get the mannequin I wanted to do the review for. Um, I appreciated it and I thanked them, and it just got to the point where it's like they ain't really coming my broadcast no more. I guess they did it for me just to shut the fuck up and get whatever the fuck it was I wanted. And my thing is, I don't. At the end of the day, I had my own money. My thing is, I said this plenty of times. I ask my subscribers if you want, then send me Cash App so I can do shit for y'all, so I can start paying for shit that y'all want to see. If I want to do it for myself, I could do it with my own money. So I was like, everybody like, oh, you don't do nothing, you don't do shit, you don't do this, you don't do that. Well, clearly, it's because most of the time the shit y'all want me to do, I don't have the money for it. So I do what the fuck I can afford to do. And if I ain't got no money to fuck at all, then y'all just might get a talking video. Hence why I talk about celebrity topics or I talk about my life. Um, it even got to the point where I started sharing my TikTok videos on here. Um, I don't know. Um, I'm like on some real shit. I'm really just deep in thought about what I want to do because I'm pretty sure, like, I think I did show y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I think I did show YouTube when I finished braiding Dwayne's hair. I do know in his review, his hair was dyed. It was not the natural color. Not that I know of. I don't know why I did it, but actually I do know why. I dyed Dwayne hairs because I dyed Dwayne hair because I pretty much just need a dark skinned male mannequin, and I was too busy watching a lot of Big Frida videos and when a dark skinned male mannequin um with Afro texture hair, and I seen the Big Frida hair fuse to hair like braiding hairstyles. So I just thought that maybe I can do a mannequin like that and try to make my mannequin resemble Big Frida. But it didn't work out. But with this mannequin, this motherfucker face is way too damn strong and way too masculine. And like Big Frida got a masculine face, but like even if I decide to try to decorate it with some nail polish or however they do the makeup looks and shit, he's still looking a little bit just too masculine. And I have no plans on doing anything to his face. It's his hair for me. Um, you know what? I do have like I got too many fucking mannequins because I got the Wayne I could work with. I got a wash Miss Maria hair because I don't know what the fuck got into it. Um, I still got Gabriella I could work with. I think I think the only thing I did was it. I think it was Miss Maria. I think I ombre her hair, but it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. Like the color is still too dark. And that's because like I have a very difficult time when it comes with long hair mannequins. Because trust and believe, I could dye a mannequin head, and it just that sometimes I feel like I don't buy enough boxes to dye, and sometimes the hair be too long, and I'd be so afraid of trying to dye the hair, and then the hair dripping all over the skin, and then I'll be afraid of discoloration problems or shit like that. Um, that's why I started. That's why I started using dark skin mannequins because you don't really get those issues. Or I start having something rambling like some hand sanitizer, alcohol, or something so that I could quickly wipe the dye off so it don't get to the point where it's on there too long and start staining and get those marks or whatever. Um, but I'll be impatient, a little bit too rushy, and the hair colors never come out. Even if I use a bleaching packet, they never come out the way I'll be thinking it should come out. Um, but I do have a lot of mannequins. Even the one like I don't even know what the fuck to do with Nicole, which is the very dark skinned mannequin with the white hair that I got from eBay. And then I have the Babyless Pro mannequin that I just did a review for, and now I gotta go find her and see what I'm doing with her hair. I said I was gonna do a broad Chucky look, but I don't know. Because then I found Felicia, which is a was Babyless Pro shoulder mannequin. I think Babyless Pro was a shoulder mannequin. Yeah. Then I found Felicia, and I was still trying to figure out what I want to do with her. It's just so much. I just be getting these mannequins because I think they pretty. And just to him, then I be still trying to figure out what the fuck to do. But yeah, I feel like now that I have enough mannequins, I need to stop buying and start styling. And YouTube is the place to do it. And maybe eventually one day I'll have enough time where I'm not doing shit and I'm just sitting throughout the day and I can really sit here and um give y'all the video y'all want. I mean give y'all the video y'all want styling hair. But at this point I am sick. It's at the point where I could have been washing clothes today. It's 7:24. I could be washing clothes today. I don't think that's going to happen because I really don't feel well, and I'm pretty sure the laundromat is open at this point. But I really don't feel well. My nose is snotty. I could have been with no, the property store don't open till like around 7. Like I don't know. At this point, I could be getting prepared to go to the property store, get me some bags and some laundry detergent, then take my ass then come back, put as enough clothes as I can that I want to wash in the bags, take that shit to the laundromat, start washing clothes, and um, but I don't think that happens because I really don't feel well. Like my aunts and they tell some, oh, they gotta go to stores to get this and get that and get this and get that. I don't even think I'm going with them because, like, on some real shit, I really, 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 really don't feel well, and I'm pissed because I got so much shit I need to do, and it's just at a point where I don't feel well. To be honest, I need to have my ass at the doctor's because I haven't been at the doctor's in a while. That's probably the reason, and that's one of the reasons why I'm having these fucking issues I'm having with SSI and food stamps. And well, I got food stamps, but with SSI and the only money I'm getting is when they do the stimulus checks. And then out of nowhere, now SSI, like I ain't never gonna tell my business. I'm not ever gonna tell my business. No, because I'm getting way off topic. This video is pretty much supposed to be about cosmetology, and now I start talking about other shit. I hate this. Like, I really don't know what's going on. Like, at one point it was like pressure in my stomach. I guess it's fluid or whatever the case may be, and I started just feeling like I'm getting real fat, and my feet start swelling up. I don't know. But now that I didn't pretty much settle that part where my stomach wasn't hurting, I was fine. Then just out of nowhere, now my nose is stuffy, and more and more I blow it, it just keep on getting stuffy. This is irritating. My nose is so fucking stuffy. I just got a feeling that my face gonna start breaking out. I really want to. Might out of the damn. You two bear with me. I have to go get some tissue again. Well, all right. So I can't talk. I don't know where my subscribers be from, but anyway, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all be like from probably like Jersey, Delaware, maybe y'all from Philly. I don't know. But so I got a Netflix account, right? And I just went upstairs, and my aunt was she ain't watching because she's laying down, but 101 is on, and I just remember that show because I used to watch it when I was younger, when it was coming on. And y'all remember show 101, right? With Flex Alexander and Connor Pratt and what's his name? Robert Richard or Robert Richard. I think is Richard. But I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know the show 101. So I used to watch it, and I always been a fan of Colin Pratt since Doctor Doolittle. And yeah, but like I said, I always been a fan of Colin Pratt since Doctor Doolittle when I was really really young. And I used to watch 101 a lot, and I tried to catch every damn episode when they used to come on. And I ain't gonna lie, like I still got a crush on him. Yeah, he older, and I've seen him in like movies and shit like that. But I had a crush on Robert Richard. Y'all know he played. I think what's his name Arnez in the show. He had the blonde hair, the blonde little mini afro, and then I think he had braids or whatever case may be. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if he was trying to copy the Cisco look or whatever the case may be, but I used to think he was gay or something. And this not in a disrespectful way because I'm gay myself or whatever the case may be, but shit, I ain't now. But I just think he is so good looking. And yeah, I had a crush on him. When it comes to Flex Alexander, he's okay looking. I ain't really had no crush on him or nothing like that. Now I thought he was okay actor. Until I seen that fucking Michael Jackson movie. No, I'm putting it like this. There's way too many motherfucking Michael Jackson movies that are out. And it's very disrespectful to do a movie about someone and they not even dead. Well, they wasn't dead at that time. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I felt like it was disrespectful. Number one, I felt like it was a fucking mockery. I felt like the movie Man in the Mirror. I felt like Flex Alexander playing he did a movie called Man in the Mirror. The Michael Jackson Story. The release date was August 6, 2014. I felt like that he does not look like Michael Jackson. No, Flex Alexander does not look like Michael Jackson. I wanted to slap this shit off every goddamn body who was in that movie. Why the fuck would y'all even pick him to do a Michael Jackson movie? All fucking people y'all could pick. What made y'all even do this fucking movie called Man in the Mirror? I mean, Michael Jackson story. Um, Pick Flex Alexander. I felt like when y'all did the Michael Jackson movies, y'all should have left it at. Y'all should have left it with the American Dream. That fucking what was it? The MTV movie with Angela Bassett and Jason Weaver, and the guy what's his name? Lauren Jacobs or whatever the case may be. He was in Cooley High and Claudine and a few other movies. Y'all should have left with that fucking movie. I feel like they did their best with that movie. All this other shit, especially that Man in the Mirror movie with Flex Alexander, I wanted to fuck him up. That shit was a whole Halloween mockery. And it was very disrespectful. That shit should not have got no good fucking reviews. I'm telling you, that movie was fucked up. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like that movie irritated me fucking much. I can't fucking get my fucking words out. Oh man, like I was saying before the topic went to Michael Jackson, I used to love watching 101. I watch all shows. I watch Sister Sister, Moesha, 101. Um, The Parker's Girlfriends, Half and Half, all them shows. All the shit that's pretty much on Netflix now. Um, when it came to Moesha, I watched it, but don't get me wrong, Moesha. I'm pretty sure Moesha had some fine ass guys on that show, but I think it was this one episode that I watched where she had this teacher played by Jason. What's his name? Jason Winston George. I'm pretty sure y'all probably know him from what is it? Three complete game. Well, he in a lot of movies. He is in Barbershop as Eve boyfriend. He got the shit knocked out of him. He in a lot of movies. Um, but yeah, I had a crush on him now. He probably older and like he older now, but I had a crush on him back then. Um, but yeah, I remember that episode because she had a crush on him, and he is a teacher. And then I guess something happened between him and Moesha. You know what? I wonder how many students that really happened to. Where you be in high school or college or something, and you have the teacher that you really got a crush on. I mean, like, whether you are one of the good students or bad students, but you got the teacher or staff member of any kind that you got a crush on. Um, it gets to the point where y'all close and you like that teacher or that staff member, and they start to like you. Even they try to keep it classy and professional. They don't want to lose their job. And then next thing you know, the incident between you and that damn teacher happened. And then by the next few days, yeah, the teacher just fucking quit and leave, or they just start acting different towards you. I never had no incident like that, but I mean the instance I had never got that far, never was crazy like that. But I have had staff members where I didn't like them at first. As we start getting cooler and closer, they end up leaving. Um, in high school, it was just in high school, it was just well, he was never my teacher. I mean, like he did work in our class in the same classroom as me a few times as a I guess he was a one-on-one, and sometimes they may be a teacher's aide or whatever the case may be. So this is what happened. Here's this Puerto Rican guy named Mr. Omar. I'm not gonna say his full name. Yeah, but here's this Puerto Rican guy named Mr. Omar, and what happened was it was just one of those days for me where I was not in the mood, probably acting out, probably got in trouble, and I was going through so much, and I tried to run off campus, and the behavior staff was trying to calm me down and stuff like that. Now I not calm down. So Mr. Omar, I guess, trying to look for a job working at a school. They had him out there. And I don't know what it was about him, but I wasn't having it. And I was just pretty much like, who the fuck are you? You know, usually if a staff member or a student is new trying to come to the school, they'll walk you through classrooms and introduce you to the staff members and introduce you to the students and put you through meetings before before they tell you get the job or not. Um, but I just remember him coming outside trying to talk to me. So I'm like, all right, so maybe he wanted to be one of the behavior staff. I was not having. So it got to the point where I don't know what he did to make me angry, but we had like in the classroom I was at, we had these little cardboard cards. It was like a point card, or whatever the case may be. Like if we act up, we got zero or whatever. Then we had a good time around that period. We'll get tunes. So you put your name, you put the date, I guess the time, and you put a goal, and then you get back to the teacher so she or he could give you your points or take away points. And during Miss Omar first days, like I said, I don't remember what he did to make me mad, but it just got to the point where it's like I just started putting all this evil stuff. And they had tell him about it. Mm. And it'll get to the point where I get in trouble, but I just didn't care. And I think at one point he was in our classroom, and I did not get along with him. And we got to a few altercations, and I let me know, like, nigga, I'm gonna treat you the same as staff and these other staff members. I ain't scared of you. So every other day, it was some bullshit. It was some bullshit between me and Miss Omar. And then one time, I don't know, like I don't know. I guess I was in a good mood, and I was talking to somebody, telling them that I wrote poems and I write stories and shit like that. And he just jumped into the conversation because I was actually getting on the bus. It was like the afternoon that day, and somebody told me they wanted to read my stories and my poems and stuff. So I'm sitting there telling them, and Mr. Omar jumps into the conversation, talking about something he want to read them, and I'm just like, all right, cool. And then ever since then, we just out of nowhere became real cool. Like I mean, real cool. At first, they start like he was in our classroom a lot. Like they put him as a one on one or a teacher in the classroom. So like we was cool. Like he is real cool with another rest in peace to Mr. Ross. But he is cool with another staff member named Mr. Ross. And I would like when I was on the bus because we had to wait for like a half an hour before the gates opened until we could get inside the school. And I mean, get off the bus and go inside the school. And most of the time, I guess Mr. Ross was either giving him a ride or he was giving Mr. Ross a ride. But they is real. I don't know how they became real cool. Maybe they is from around the same area. I don't know. I don't know. But they're real cool, and they're always I don't know. I guess they just give each other rides, or I have no idea. It's not my business to tell. So I would see the and then like I'll see Mr. Ross plenty of times when he started working here, and I wave or whatever. But he wasn't somebody I like at first. He wasn't somebody that I would usually talk to. Like I didn't really know him like that. But if I'm outside for recess and I'm doing somebody got no business, I do remember him trying to tell me to stop what I was doing. And I ain't paying him no fucking mind. I'll probably pick up a stick and try to hit somebody, and I hear him tell me to stop, but I wasn't paying him no mind. Um, I ain't really I we was cool whatever once I really got to know him, but like I said, we didn't really talk much. Like I'll see him here and there and say hi, whatever, we have a little shirt, whatever, and that was it. The only time I start like the only like I don't know why I keep bringing up Delta stories, but the only time by the time I got real close with Mr. Ross was one time they put me in his classroom. Now, mind you, like there was time we ain't have a teacher there or something, and he wasn't doing anything because whoever he was working with, they wasn't. I don't know, but he only probably be there for like about maybe a couple of hours or maybe like a day or so, and then the next day he was back to whoever he had to go to. So like I said, yeah, I see him around or whatever case may be, but we wasn't really talking like that. Um, but one time they switched me out of the classroom. They tried to put me in one classroom, but I'm like, look, I don't fuck with none of these students in the classroom, so I'm not staying in this classroom. And at the end of the day, I didn't do nothing, so I don't know why the fuck y'all trying to change my classroom. At what point y'all trying to make? But I'm comfortable in this classroom. I'm like, yeah, there might be a few students that get on my fucking nerves, and I might have my bad days, but at the end of the day, I'm comfortable in this classroom. I have no issues. I get along with my teachers very well. It's the bus that I had my issues with. But what happened was, this one boy named Shafi, he went lying. It was other students on the bus picking on him, but he went lying, listening to their asses, and started saying that I was saying shit about him and just picking on him. And he probably was younger than me, or whatever the case may be. So he went heck and putting on this fake ass attitude, talking about some I was picking on him and saying shit about him. I have done nothing that day. Like my day was good. Like my day was good. I got along with the teacher, which was Miss Desiree at the time, and then teacher A, which was Miss Pryor at the time. So my day was good. But yeah, the boy Shafi, he went to adults room or whatever case may be. Man, this is what I talked about. I was saying shit about him picking on and shit like that. So out of nowhere, they talk about Damien, you gotta go to adults room. So I'm like, what the fuck happened? I ain't do shit. Next thing I know, I'm in the fucking adults room for something that I didn't even fucking do. And I'm irritated because they had me in there for a while. Then they started talking about some switching up my fucking classroom. And they tried to put me in. They had tried to put me in Mr. Pete room. Now, Mr. Pete, I know him for a long time. Mr. Pete been working in that school since I first went to Delta. But by this time, I'm a teenager, damn near hitting my growing years. And Mr. Pete was one of the guys who always was a teacher for the older kids, like the teenagers, who was either teenagers or damn near hitting adults. The kids who really had fucking anger issues and shit like that. And I was always in the classroom with the kids who probably had like mental problems or well, so that day he tried to put me in the Pete room, and I think it was only one student out of that whole classroom that I got along with. And so try to pick that classroom. I ain't do no fucking work. The teachers kept Mr. P and the other teacher kept him work on the desk that I had to sit in. I ain't do no fucking work. I had my head down the whole fucking time. So they like, well, look, he's not participating, and he like if we go to gym or whatever, maybe, but he's not participating in nothing. He didn't do no motherfucking work. We don't know what to do. And then it got to the point where the next day I'm like, look, I'm not going to that classroom. I don't feel comfortable around those students. I'm not about to be in the classroom. I have to fight every goddamn day. Have people talking shit. I don't want to be in that classroom. So that's when they end up putting me in Mr. Roll's classroom. I don't know who. I forgot the name of the. I forgot the name. What was that fucking? What's his name? Mr. Kendrick or something like that. It was something. I gotta think on what the fuck was the name of that fucking goofy ass fucking teacher that they had with Mr. Ross. That old ass man was goofy as shit. Now, every time he fucking left, he thought to me he had to pee. Like something was really wrong with that man. And now I know how the fuck him and Mr. Ross handled that classroom, but that shit used to be funny. I mean, I got a good laugh every fucking day out of that classroom. But yeah, even though like that was around time like shit was really getting irritating on the bus. And the classroom everything was cool, but when we got on the goddamn bus, it was a whole nother story. Well, not always, because then eventually, me and one of the students had an issue on the bus, and then we had an issue in the classroom, which made me leave the classroom for good. I ended up going to the principal office, and they put me back in my original classroom. By the time they put me back in my original classroom, the teacher I was cool with ended up leaving. Miss Desiree. But anyway, but yeah, I was in that classroom for a while, and there was this boy named Jamar who never got along with. And I guess since he was getting older, he felt like he was a fucking bully. Because I beat his ass when he was younger, so he felt like now he older, he could try to whoop my ass. And I just I wasn't scared, man. It just got to the point where I'm like, I'm not about to keep fucking fighting you because you get giggle effect. You got your ass whooped when you was younger. Take that ass whooping. It wasn't really a good ass whooping anyway, their way. The only reason why you was mad because my friend Evan and all of them was laughing, and the whole fucking bus company found out about the ass whooping. But anyway, but yeah, like around that time, that's when me and Mr. Ross was cool. Like he'd tell stories in the class, and like we all like it was just really cool. But anyway, getting back to Mr. Omar, they're real close, so I'll see them hanging around a lot, and I'll say, "Hey, Mr. Ross, hey, Mr. Omar." Me and Mr. Omar just became real cool. Like we have our own little conversations with each other, talking about shit that I was going through, and he'd tell me some shit he was going through. And we were just cool. And like if I wasn't feeling well, he'll offer me to walk me to the nurse or whatever the case may be. And then they started putting him, trying to put him in different classrooms, and we just became cool. And then next thing I know, one time, uh, I was getting on the bus. Like this is around like before summertime. I was getting on the bus, and we talking, and he talked about some. He was thinking about fucking doing summer school. So my stupid ass, all cool with him. Like, okay, well, I want to come to summer school. Why the fuck did I do that? I went to summer school, and I'm wondering why the fuck he wasn't there. Cause he fucking, I don't know if he got fired or he fucking left, but I was pissed the fuck off. Cause we really became homies. Like on some real shit. We became homies, and I'm thinking he's coming to summer school, and I done fucking got all prepared, all happy, thinking, okay, well, shit, this summer school gonna be lit. I got a staff member I'm really, really cool with. That motherfucker either left or got fired. I was like, damn, I ain't see his ass ever again until I started searching people up on Facebook. And him and Mr. Ross was friends on Facebook. And the only reason why I know about Mr. Ross' Facebook page because he used to be in the computer room and he used to never log out his Facebook page. So of course people started knowing about his Facebook page when he passed away. That's how we got pictures of him from his Facebook page. And now all the staff members that passed away. See, this is the fucked up part. It's a lot of staff members who passed away, and when the staff member in the school passed away, they're doing like a little a memory. Like it was not just staff members because students from Delta passed away as well. But when somebody who went to Delta, wherever it was a student or staff passed away, even when the fucking dog, the dog that Delta had passed away, well, the art teacher dog, Sam passed away. They did a little memory for him in the yearbook. So yeah, they used to do memories or whatever the case may be. And Mr. Marvin, who was a music teacher at the time, he's the one who handled the yearbooks, and he also handled picture day. So around the time Mr. Ross passed away, I we like they I was in the F building because when Mr. Ross passed away, what was it, the B building or the A building? It was one of those fucking buildings. I think it was the B building. But I got in an incident with Jamar. The next thing I went back to the F building, and we found out about Mr. Ross. Well, I've been new before. Well, not the staff, but I've been new before, probably before most of the students. Uh, I just ain't say nothing because he was getting sick a lot, and I remember one time they told us he wasn't feeling well, and they made the whole school, they made every classroom send them cards or whatever. And then he came back and he was walking through classroom saying hi to people, and that was that. But I ain't really say much. Like I seen him, but I didn't really get up and say nothing because I wasn't in the best mood. And that was the last time I seen him. And then one time, me and a staff member who was, I guess she's aide of one of the classrooms I was in, name is Carol. We was walking, and I don't know what was the point. Like they stayed switching up the F building. Hold on. I'm sorry, but I'm about to take this fucking show because I got snot every my footwear. I'm sorry to look at DMX, but how I picture the wash machine anyway. So, y'all, I, I'm sorry because this video is I'm taking shirts off on you. Hold on, taking my shirt off on YouTube and stuff like that. This is so unprofessional. Um, so what happened was, who was I talking about? Oh yeah, so Mr. Ross came there one last time. The next thing I know, me and Miss Curl, we was walking because, like I said, the Ed building there's always my dad's always like switching shit up. Most classrooms classrooms is turned into caf, I mean, turned into counselor offices, and something was always going on in that building. They didn't broke walls down, changed classrooms to principal offices and offices for this person, that person. They did a whole bunch of crazy shit. It got to the point where it's like the Ed building is pretty weird. Like it got so many sides of the Ed building. Like I don't even know how I fully explain it because I haven't been in that school in so long. And anyway, so where the classrooms was at, it got to the point where we could not go into the front of the building, the first half of the building, because eventually that was from where our staff was at. Even if it was raining, snow, no, whatever, we would have to walk our class, the classroom half, which was the bottom half, after a while, walk outside, and then go into the gym room or the art room or the reading room from another side of the fucking building. It got to a point where if they did allow us to walk throughout the building, we had to be real quiet once we got to a certain part, and we had to walk quickly to the gym room. And that was the only around time like it was a fucking assembly or a Halloween party or some shit like that. So one time, like I said, students wasn't allowed out in a certain part of that building at one point, but I ain't listen. So I ended up walking by the front desk, um, and I seen this card where I guess Mr. Ross' family was asking for like donations from school, whatever, to help out with the funeral, whatever the case may be. I'm thinking that maybe he was in the hospital, or I ain't really pay attention. I ain't really pay close attention to the card, but I just had a weird like I just started having this weird feeling. I ain't say nothing, but Miss Carol, I guess they told the staff, so I'm guessing she found out how I don't know. Anyway, um, so she asked me did I recognize something or did I see something, but I wasn't really paying her no mind. And when I got to the classroom, I just got real quiet. I think about it. Yeah, by that time I was in the classroom with Miss. I was in the like we was a mixed up classroom. One minute it was Miss Giovanna, like it was Miss Giovanna in one classroom. Like they kept switching me from classroom to classroom. One minute I was with Miss Giovanna, next minute I was with Miss Marine, next minute I was with Miss Pryor. Like my classrooms was switching around that time. Um, I think I was in Miss Marine class. Yeah, I was in Miss Marine class with her. It was me. It was Miss Marine and Miss Pryor around that time. Miss Marine was the teacher. Miss Pryor was the aide. And I don't know what holiday was being separated, but we had this board, just like they had a little board. They had like a little billboard or whatever the case may be on the wall, and since they didn't do the little memory thing they did for Mr. Ross on the front wall, like they did for everybody else, like most of the staff members that we our students that we knew passed away, we decided to do our own. Well, I pretty much asked, and I asked the principal and asked everybody, and they're like, "All right, cool, yeah." I don't know why they ain't do nothing for him. Maybe they ain't find no pictures or whatever the case may be. But I'm like, all right, well, we was in the counselor office. We found out that Mr. Ross had a Facebook page. And we had pictures of him. So can we do a wall? They're like, all right, yeah, cool. So me and a few other students, we decorate our wall. I hung up a picture. I hung up a picture of him and his son. Um, and we wrote little cards and stuff. Um, the other class, the Miss Giovanna's class, was mad because they felt like they decorated their wall, and they was wondering why. Huh, I'm trying to think. Was I Miss? Hold on. Was I still in Miss Marines or was I still in Miss Giovanni at the time? I think it was Miss Marine. Well, whoever it was, the other teacher was mad because we destroyed their wall to do a memory of Mr. Ross. And there's like, why y'all knock our stuff down? Their case might be. I was like, well, today we had something more important. A staff member passed away, and we wanted to share our memory of him. So yeah, that wall stayed up there for a while until eventually somebody decided to take it down. But by that time, Miss Omar been left. Uh, it was a lot. I don't know what made me start to think about Delta shit. I really don't. This damn video is all over the damn place. It started off with talking about to be at the kid, and next thing I damn know, I start talking about school. Talking about damn shirt off on YouTube, start sneezing a lot. This video is all over the damn place. But yeah, me and Mr. Ross, we got cool. Like, oh, that's what happened. Cause no, um, that's how we became more cool. Because well, they had. I think that's the B building. Yeah, I was in the B building. I had teacher named Mr. Zumo, and Mr. Ross was working with the younger kids, who was probably like around the ages of like 5, 6, whatever the case may be. He was in the other classroom right next door to ours, and he would like we'd hear his kids act up, and I'm pretty sure he'd hear us acting up or whatever we was doing. And I remember every time I left, we had to walk out through his classroom to leave and get on the bus. So before leaving, like I'll say, coming in out, if I see him, I'll say hey, and then when we leave, we'll say bye. And then sometimes he'd come over to our classroom, or we'd be walking through his. So that was our first time, like really, really saying hey or whatever, and getting used to each other. But I still ain't know too much of him like that until I really became a student in the class when he was really in, and when that was around his last time being here before he started getting sick and eventually passed away. And this is how awkward it was. So before then, I was in someone's classroom, and I think I was in Miss Desiree classroom around that time. And a lot of students and staff was getting mad because I was getting older and I started being one of those students they allowed to work around the school. And since me and the art teacher was so close, and she ain't have no aide to help her out with the students, for some reason, I became the art teacher aide. And I will get paid a few dollars for my work, which was probably like every Wednesday or Friday or whatever. No, I think it was like every Wednesday. And then by Friday or one of those days, Thursday or Friday, we'd go out to the bar, go out to the movies, or go out to eat or something. Whenever I got paid, and the last students was getting mad because I would come back with gifts and stuff, and they felt like he don't didn't really do work. So why did he get special treatment and we still in the classroom, going out to see movies and shit? We still in the classroom doing work. So they started making complaints. And then the staff members started making complaints. And then a lot of staff members started talking shit. So I started bringing my work to the art room. And now I only have to do certain topics of work, like math or reading or something. Then once I'm done, I was able to be in the art room until it's time for me to come back to the classroom. And and so what happened was, oh, that's what happened. We had this topic called reading where we would have to read books and answer questions about what we read. And since I was getting older, I was real picky. I was like, if it's not interested, I mean, if it's not interesting to me, I'm not gonna read it. So eventually, they started like, "Well, David, what do you read?" And I started letting whoever my teacher was around that time know, like, this is the type of books I read. I feel like they too kid. I'm getting older. I'm damn near becoming an adult. I feel like I should read books around my age because this shit just ugh. So teachers start buying books. I'll tell them the book, and they start coming out their pockets buying the type of books I wanted to read. One teacher I had, Mr. Townsend, he bought me Faith Evans' uh autobiography, Keep the Faith. Um, well, there's a lot of people gave me books. Mr. Townsend bought me Faith Evans' autobiography, Keep the Faith. Another one, I forgot who bought me the Janet Jackson book. Um, but yeah, somebody bought me Janet Jackson book, which was like a mix between the biography and the cooking book. Um, Miss Shada, I had a Michael Jackson book. I had Push, which was pretty much Louis Precious. She got me. She got me Corinne Steffens' first book, Confession of a Video Vixen. And this is where I got in trouble. So what happened was I'd be in the art room and during the reading period, me and Miss Shannon be in the art room and she'd be I mean I'll be reading to her and then she is supposed to ask me questions about what I read. Uh so she'd buy books and she'd let me have them. if I was real interested in it. She bought the Corinne Steffens book and she let me have it. Now, mind you, it's a lot of African American staff. It was a lot of African American staff members. It was a lot of white staff members, well, Caucasian, but there's also African American staff members as well who was up on game. So once they seen that I was a student in the class, I was a student in that school, and for some reason they started paying close attention to me, and they was already making complaints about how I was getting favoritism than the other students, and they paid close attention to me, walk around with that damn Corinne Steffens book. All hell broke loose. So it was this lady named Miss Linda who worked in the school, and she was usually 1 minute they switch her around so much. 1 minute she was working as a teacher aide, the next minute she's working at behavior staff, next minute she's doing maintenance. They switch Miss Linda around so many damn times throughout her time being there. And I never knew, but until eventually I found out that her and Mr. Ross was cool. And this was way before like this was around the time I know Mr. Ross, but we wasn't all close like we end up being when I became his student, like really, like almost every day until I left that classroom. So what had happened was, like I said, a lot of staff members was talking shit, a lot of students was talking shit, and it was causing issues. So Miss Linda was talking shit because she ended up knowing about who Corinne Steffens was. Like I said, it was several African American staff members who was up on game. And they'll walk in the classroom, they'll see that the book was here on my desk because I was reading it, or I was even talk, or I was, had my own conversations about it. So one time they had her as the teacher aide because they couldn't find nobody else to be a teacher aide for the classroom I was in at that time. And she seen the desk, I mean, she seen the book and asked me if she could. I don't know if she asked me could she see her, could she read her, whatever the case may be. So I'm all being all friendly, not thinking that by me giving one of the other staff members a book, I'll never get back. So they confiscated the book. Why didn't I keep that fucking book at home? So, oh my god, y'all excuse me. This video is so unprofessional, and I'm so sorry. I've already been on here for an hour and some minutes. But anyway, but yeah, she confiscated the book. Ever since I let her see the book, I've never seen that book again. I didn't ask the behavior staff where the book was. I didn't went through staff members in the school, other staff members, telling them about what happened, and everybody act like they didn't know where the fuck the book was. I've never seen that book again. It was a lot. Shit, I had so much shit that got confiscated from that school, and I never seen it again. One of them motherfucking freaky ass motherfucking staff members probably took that book the fuck home. And the thing was, Yeah, y'all might have known who Corinne Stephens was, and y'all known about the book, watching Oprah or watching whatever the fuck y'all was watching, or probably because y'all watch BET or whatever the case may be. And there was a lot of younger African American staff members who listen to hip hop music, whatever the case may be. But that at the end of the day, somebody bought me that book. That did not give them the right to take that damn book. But yeah, they took Confessions of a Video Vixen, and because they was looking through the book and they seen that Corinne Stephens also had pictures throughout her career, and as I was reading the book, they seen the picture from the Mystical Dangerous video where she had the starfish pasties covering her boobs. So like it was crazy. So yeah, I overheard Miss Linda talking shit indirectly, but I knew she was talking about me, and she was talking to Mr. Ross. So this was way before the incident happened where I ended up becoming Mr. Ross' student. So I was speaking my opinion to one staff member, and I don't know if it went through the school, whatever the case may be, but people started acting funny after a while. And I just ain't give a fuck, cause like shit, people you want to talk about me, I can talk about them too. So then eventually I got over the book. Next thing I know, the classroom switch situation happened. The next thing you know, I end up getting put in Mr. Ross' classroom, and they brought my desk over. They brought my chair over. Like it got to a fucking point where these motherfuckers really kicked me out of one classroom. And the desk and chair I was sitting at, they brought that shit all the way to the next fucking building. It was so awkward. But yeah, that's how it happened. I just know that I was getting transferred to a class, and Mr. Ross was sitting at the teacher aide desk, and I was pissed the fuck off because out of all the students that was in that classroom, I had two I did not get along with, and I feel like out of those two, if they was not in the classroom, I would have been good. And not just that, with the two students that was in that classroom that I didn't get along with, I think about three of them, three students from out of that classroom was on the same bus as me. Jamar, Shaw, Brandon. No, it was four until they because they showing he was also on the same bus as me at one point. And then eventually something happened and he left the school. Then it was just me, Jamar, Shaw, and Brandon. Then Shaw left the school. Then it was me, Jamar, and Brandon. Until I left the classroom. Oh my god, my nose is killing me. I really don't know. Like this video is all over the damn place. I went from talking about the mannequin, then talking about movies, then talking about my school days. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? This video is all over the place. And then not just that, I'm over here taking my shirt off, sneezing on camera, snot dripping out my nose. What the fucking fuck? But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It was a lot. I got a lot of Delta School memories. I'll talk to y'all later. I gotta go clean my nose.